Alright, we are back. I believe I haven't resolved the problem, but I know what the problem is, and we just gotta hope it doesn't happen again for the rest of the stream. There's literally nothing I can do right now, so if it happens again, then it's what it is. It's not an internet issue, at least. I can confirm that, but we are back, so it's okay. Okay. Just sit it down. There we go. So, by the looks of things, we've got the race on the way. I don't know who took pole, but Fat Cat is now coming in for his first pit stop. And now... Yeah. So Alex Keeley is now into the lead of the race, with Dante right on him. And Dante's going to go for it on the outside, and he gets past. They do a quick switcheroo before the corner. Alex Keeley not putting out too much of a fight. I think Dante did pit earlier. No, he started on the hards, so his tyres will be starting to get a lot better than the Williams in much better condition. And Thomas Reed, left for dead, he has pitted much earlier than everyone else, going for a big undercut. And it has worked for now, putting him ahead of the rest of the pack. With Meowsy opting to do mediums again. So, interesting strategy call from the Alpine driver. Winging now 3 laps on those hards. He's ahead of these guys. I actually don't even know what all the net positions are. Oh, he couldn't pick the harder compound. So he's forced to stay on those medium tyres. That is a shame. That's a big shame. Okay, so we now have Alex Keeley staying out again. So even though on the mediums, he's still opting to stay out quite long. Wanting those fresher hard tyres. He's got a pit soon though. He's going to lose a lot of positions when he comes in and drop all the way down. Right, the field is quite close together. These got 2 big groups here, and Dante, and they both do a stop. Yeah, maybe Alex Keeley's going for the 1 stop. That could be actually right. I think 2 stops definitely the way to go, but in tier 1 it's a lot different, more different. But I believe 2 stops the way to go at this track. But Alex Keeley can pull it off, so it'll be interesting to see what he can do. And same with Dante as well. So he's going for the 1 stop, so we will wait and see. And now Meowsy being on those mediums is going to struggle in this middle stint, but when he gets onto those hards, whenever he gets onto them, he will be flying and he'll be much more comfortable. As there you go, Jono having a look, but Fat Cat running into the back of him. So, no damage, but Fat Cat right on that Aston Martin, pushing him almost, coming out of turn 4. And now he's burning the battery, wants to give him, put him under some immense pressure here. Does this Alpine Championship leader fighting to put Jono under as much pressure as he possibly can and force an overtake, force a mistake even. As Left 4 Dead continues to back up the train, that could have been a warning right there. 4 track limits, and I say that Mozza and Sammy both pick up penalties. Double blow for the Ferraris tonight. 2 3-second time penalties for them. So Pop Top Bongo as well. He is banking on this one-stop strategy by the looks of things. So interesting from both Williams. One opting to do medium hard and hard med. So it's very interesting to see if it'll pay off, but at the same time, the difference is going to be massive compared to those guys on the fresh hards at the end versus those mediums. That's not going to help Dante either. Penalty pushing to get ahead of Alex Keeley, who finally comes into the pits and get in there just in time before Speedy and ZK picks up a penalty down in 16th place, which is a shame for him. So now is they're going to be under a bit of pressure then from Meowsies far back and will not go for a move. Just saving that battery, does not need to force an overtake and force those tyres any longer than they have to. He just needs to do about 5 more laps, I'd say, or a little bit, maybe 4 laps, and then he will be sweet. Comes Pop Top Bongo. We'll see where he comes out. He'll come out way behind. He will be behind Mozza. He will get the jump on all the guys when they make their second stop. But onto the medium, so no chance he's doing a one stop here. He'll have to pit again and go onto the mediums. 19 laps is a long way to go on a set of mediums at this track. Very much not easy, so we'll see what he can do, what he can make of this strategy. Ooh. Jono and Fat Cat looking like they were going side by side there into the penultimate corner, and both forcing each other wide off the track. Big train now as we see Lord Mojave on the inside of Wingy Woo, making contact, ghosting and not being able to get the move done. So Mojave getting very feisty out there. He's going to go for a massive dive bomb on Wingy. It won't work, but he is very, very committed to trying to get this move done. Trying to force a mistake, trying to force a position change. more penalties. It's Ox and Mojave picking up time penalties. So on lap 19, we see penalties starting to fall in here as the driver's pushing very hard to stay in the DRS trains. And Mojave is all over Wingy Woo at the moment. Will we see an overtake down the straight? They both don't have a lot of battery to burn. And now Lord Mojave might have a look as ZK retires in the pits. He is calling it a day. And big lock up for Mojave. And Ghosts unable to get the move again. Yeah, he's lagging. I think so. I wasn't sure if that was me or not. But he's ghosting out there, so. Bit of lag there, Thor. Had my head down for 1 second and he is spun, so. Double blow for the Sauber. He has had a run in. And he's gone around, so. Oh, he's lagging big time. GG. So, Alex Keeley now. Fresh hard, so he's going to scythe his way through the field here. And he's going to really start to make his way past these drivers. He's still got a long way to go on these tyres if he wants to make the one stop work. And Rods are trying to fight back on the inside, but can't do anything about it, so. Alex Keeley now up into 9th place, and he'll now chase down Sammy to get back in towards this train, but Sammy is 2.7 seconds away from the big train that this McLaren is leading. Very hard to get through this DRS train. So track position, absolutely vital for Left 4 Dead, and Meowsy now comes into the pits on those medium tyres. It's now time to come in and get off them onto some hard tyres. He's done a great job to get them where they have, and now putting himself in a very good position for when the others do pit, which should be soon. I believe they should be soon. And he's out. Mojave is out. So, I'm interested in when Dante's going to pit. Probably, he's doing a great job to keep the tyres to where they're going. Such a interesting call doing a one stop here at Austria on this game with the tyre wear at this track. But trying something different is the call. It is a definite strategy that is worth it. So he's coming in now and onto the mediums to go to the end. Left 4 Dead stays out along with Oxchillo. And now this is where Alex Keeley stays out, and he's going to go to the end. He's already on 6 lap old tyres, but he's got such a big gap to the likes of Meowsy and Jono and all these guys here that he is going to be in a very, very good position. However, there is plenty of laps for them to chase him down on much fresher tyres. So we will see. Left 4 Dead, is he coming in? He should be coming in this lap. Yes, he is. And Oxchilla, I'm sure, will be as well. No, Ox goes one more. Interesting for Oxchillo. We will see where Lefty comes out. should be behind all these guys actually. And he'll be behind his teammate, I think, or maybe just ahead. Wingy might try, just not fight him on the exit here. He's going to let go, so it's now up to Lefty to try and carve his way through this train, which was very hard to do from what we were looking at earlier on. So, and they also got to clear Pop Top Bongo on those medium tyres. So that's what these guys have to do if they want to catch Dante and Alex Keeley. Oxchilla, he should be pitting this lap unless he's banking on a safety car. And Echo might go ahead and retire in the pits unless he's actually going to stay out and be a great lap. And he will stay in this race. So Alex Keeley has got himself a 7.8 second gap to Dante. We'll do gap to leader just to see. 11 seconds to the guys on the faster tyres, and Left 4 Dead gets a 3-second time penalty. It was bound. I mean, I saw one of the warnings earlier, but that is not ideal as Wingy nearly sending it on his team principal, his teammate. Do you want to be making that decision? But now Fat Cat gets past Pop Top Bongo. Pop Top's going to try and fight all he can around the outside, but there's just no grip on those medium tyres. And now he's just going to drop like a fly compared to these hard runners. And that's where the lead is already dropping. It's now 10.5 seconds. 12 laps to catch. I think Meowsy can do it. Meowsy can catch along with all these guys in this train. Everyone who is in this train can do it. Left 4 Dead needs to get past Pop Top down this straight, I think. If he wants to have a hope, he'll have to do it next straight. At least for him, Pop Top is still in the DRS train. But he's got to get him here. Both McLarens do if they so they've got to play something here. They've got to do something very tricky. What's Wingy going to do? Left 4 Dead on the outside, Pop Top on the inside. Pop Top trying to push him through. Wingy Woo says thank you very much and gets the switchback, and that allows him to get past the Williams. Great driving there from both McLarens to execute it. And now, not losing too much time, but they are out of the DRS train. That was a great bit of racecraft there from Wingy Woo. And gets the move done. So now, the gap's gone down again. It's now 9 seconds. It's going down a second a lap. It's very much looking like that Meowsy can do this. But what kind of a threat is Dante going to be in terms of defending for his position of second place? I know he has the penalty, but he might want to off track. And Wingy did get a penalty, so both McLarens now on 3 seconds. A lot of drivers getting 3 seconds. Fat Cat, Jono and Meowsy are not, so it's all to play for them. And also Alex Keeley out in front, but he is under some immense pressure. He's got to put in some qualifying laps if he wants to try it, and he's also down on fuel. So amongst the pressure of having 3 rapid drivers behind you, trying to reel in that gap before the end of the race, while with a massive tyre difference, he's also down on fuel. He's got to save fuel to get to the end of this race. So was the one stop really the play here? Pop Top knows that it wasn't on those mediums. He's coming into the pits again. I reckon he's going to jump onto a set of meds or hards. Yeah, he's going hards to the end. So, the gap is now 7.5 seconds. Yeah, Pop Top is cooked, but he is going to get a point in this race, so every point matters. And when you're in a team like Williams fighting for the overall constructors, then okay. Oh, we're working. We're fine. Little bit of lag, but I think we're okay. Yeah, it's just lagging a little bit. Should be okay though. Okay. Got a little bit worried then. I'm just trying to set this up because I only installed the... I haven't done anything with this new graphics card. Literally installed it, turned on the computer, had to change monitor, and then I had to install a new graphics driver. And then I went outside, came back, and then realized that had to do comms, came back, and then just fired everything up, tried to get it all set up. So I'll play around with it for next time so it's a bit more smoother and better. And I still need to upgrade some more parts. But for now, it should be okay. I think it was just before I had everything going a bit too quickly, so the CPU wasn't very happy. But we're all good now. So, gap is now 6.5 seconds to the leader. 4 seconds to Dante, who's actually not too far away from Alex Keeley. As these guys' tyres start to wear, they might not catch, but at the same time, I feel like they should, because Alex Keeley's tyres are only just going to be worse, but they've also got a pass as well, and he's going to make his car as wide as he possibly can to keep this win. Could it be a first Wallaby victory for Alex Keeley? I believe it will be a first, if he can pull it off. And would inherit the championship lead, I'd say, after his podium last week. Not too sure, but now the McLarens are right on the back of this train. They have caught up, but those penalties are going to make that difference at the end of the day. And unfortunately for them, they will not gain anything if they get positions on track. So they're just going to do the best they can, along with Dante, who also has a penalty out in front, who's actually catching Alex Keeley big time on those mediums. He is pushing very, very hard. He wants to win in this race. He's pushing, Alex is pushing, and Wingy gets a 6-second penalty, because that's another pen. Damn. Andre gets a penalty in 11th. One gap. We can see that tyre difference. It's 5 laps between Alex Keeley and Meowsy, who's now struggling on the exit of turn 3 there, trying to get the power down as quick as he can, losing the rear end, and that is going to lose him 3rd place. Jono goes past and up into 3rd. So that poor run through turn 3 and the exit, the snap of oversteer, the lack of traction causing himself to lose a place to Jono, and maybe that's what he needs though. Jono now might have the pace to catch these two before the end. We only have 5 laps to go in this race. So 5 laps to decide this race. Can Jono catch up? Arguably he should. But you also have Dante in 2nd, who's going to defend. and Alex Keeley will defend. They still got a cat reel in 3 seconds. This is on now. This is very much on here. And Dante goes past Alex Keeley. Alex Keeley just pulled over to the right-hand side and gave him the position. He's known something here who wants him to have the place. So, now, 2.7 is the gap. 4 laps. He's got to push on here. They all do now. Jono's got to push very, very hard. Dante does have that penalty at the end of the day, so he will lose out on a podium. But he will finish ahead of, at this rate, just, I mean, it depends if they can catch. Dante looks fast though. He looks very much faster than Alex Keeley, but Alex Keeley is managing the battery better. He's looking in much better condition with those pressure hards. Jono catching again. He's pulled in a few more tenths that last lap, but at this rate it is not enough. He's got to find some more tenths. He's got to be on the back of them. And that's a big chunk of time gained though. 5 tenths gained in that one corner. This is where, in these slow corners, Alex Keeley's going to struggle to get the power down. Same with Dante. And it's now all down to Jono here to try and catch. He's got good battery management at the moment. Meowsy is sticking with him, along with his teammate Fat Cat, but now we're heading on to lap 34, 36. 3 laps remain in this Austrian Grand Prix. Dante is not close enough to go for a move this lap, but there is Jono. He's almost in DRS range. He will get the DRS open next lap, and the teammate though decides to pull out of the way before the detection. I understand why, but if it was after the detection for his teammate, that would have been perfect for Jono to get DRS and close in, but he's in DRS range now. 2 laps will remain once they cross the line, and Jono is now in DRS range, but Dante's slipping away. Those medium tyres are starting to wear big time. But how is Alex Keeley's tyres? He's perfect on the fuel now. He can go full send to the end. But what is his tyres going to say about it? Here we go. Penultimate lap here at Austria. Keeley leads from Dante, from Jono. Meowsy and Fat Cat round out our top 5. The 2 McLarens are still in this, but with their penalties, they will finish behind. But they still want a piece in this battle. Jono has to get the move done on Dante this lap. If he wants to have a chance, he's going for it. He goes for the send. He goes for the dive bomb. Dante fights, but has nothing in the tyres to respond. And Jono moves up into 2nd place. That is a crucial overtake for the Aston Martin. Now, it is 1.5 laps to decide this race. Can he get the Williams of Alex Keeley? 19 laps on those hards compared to 13 laps. What can Jono do? It's going to be close to the end here. Jono is only 4 tenths away, but what's the battery situation like? With those much better tyre conditions, the one stop, has it worked for Alex Keeley? We are finding out now. Jono's all over the back of Alex Keeley, and he's going to pull over to the left-hand side. Keeley will fight and fight and fight. He might go for a send here, but he will sit back for the DRS. Meanwhile, Meowsy gets Dante. There is contact. Fat Cat goes through. Alex Keeley is too far away. Jono has perfected his racing and has now gotten up into the lead. And now Thomas Reed gets Dante. This is battle for on-track position, but Dante can't do anything about it. The mediums slip away with that tyre wear, and it's going to be a victory for Jono. unless something happens in the final two corners. Great racing, great driving, crucial move on McJammy Dodge earlier on. And now for the Aston Martin, chasing down victory. He's done it today and will win the Austrian Grand Prix. It is Jono for Aston Martin to win. Alex Keeley, what a drive to finish second with the one stop. Meowsy third, fourth for Fat Cat, fifth for Left 4 Dead, sixth for Dante, seventh for Wingy Woo, eighth for Oxchillo, ninth for Broadster, and Flubber rounds out our top 10 in 10th place. Roshan will be very, very happy, I'm sure, with that performance. And shout out though to Alex Keeley. One stop, 21 laps on the hards, and is able to fight to hold that second place. Great drive from him, and Jono as well to chase him down. The pressure was on in those final few laps, but the runner-up from last season gets it done. Fantastic win from the Aston Martin. Alrighty. So we do have communicating, but we will not stop that from getting our results. So there we go. There you have it. It is Jono who takes the win from Alex Keeley in second, Meowsy third, Fat Cat fourth, Damage Levitation for the championship, Left 4 Dead finishes fifth, Dante sixth, great effort from him on those medium tyres as well, Wingy Woo seventh, Oxchilla 8th, 9th for Broadster, 10th for Flubber, 11th for Jorgo, double points for the Mercedes, Sammy 12th, 13th for Andre, 14th for S10, and 15th for Pop Top Bongo, rounding out our finishes. Mozza getting fast slap once again, taking those honours for this week in 16th. Formula Echo 17th, and our DNF drivers Mojave and ZK. So thank you all for watching Wallaby Racing League this week. That is Austria round 3. We will be back on Sunday night for Tier 4 at 6:30 PM Australian Eastern Daylight Time at Baku City Circuits, Azerbaijan. So buckle up because that's going to be a fun one, especially along the streets. Very, very exciting race. So we'll see how it pans out. But thank you all for watching, and we'll see you on Sunday night.